What is up, Corporate Misfits? Welcome to episode 51 of the Corporate Misfit podcast. I'm your host, Brittany Darrington, founder of the Corporate Misfit Club and business strategist for women entrepreneurs who are looking to start, launch, and grow their business. As a business coach, one of the most common fears that I see new entrepreneurs facing is the fear of sounding salesy. We've all experienced this once or twice before in our lives where we had a salesperson who was too pushy and sleazy, and it made us uncomfortable and it made the experience unpleasant. Or maybe we were the salesperson who was too pushy and sleazy, and we made that experience unpleasant for our customers. Whatever it may be, today I want to talk all about how you can effectively sell without being salesy. Now, if you have not subscribed to the Corporate Misfit podcast, I recommend you do. All you have to do is hit subscribe and come and join us for our episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right, let's go ahead and dive right in.
You're listening to the Corporate Misfit podcast with Brittany Darrington, where female entrepreneurs can get powerful tips and advice on how to start, launch, and grow their business.
Ladies, we're talking about one of my favorite subjects today, and that is sales. I want to talk all about how you can effectively sell without being salesy. Now, I know we have all experienced this once or twice before. I remember when I went to a wine vineyard and a sales rep was trying to get me to join the wine club. After trying to convince me at least 5 times, I would say, I kindly had to inform the sales rep that I belong to several other clubs and I don't want to join any additional memberships at this time. Well, the salesperson would not take no for an answer. Now, don't get me wrong. I like to see individuals who are relentless and passionate about what they're doing. But I also know that there is a way to approach a situation when someone says no, or if they're not interested in purchasing something at that time. So I want to talk all about this because I know in that situation, I felt uncomfortable and it made me want to leave the vineyard instantly. I didn't even want to finish my tour. I didn't even want to learn more about the wine. And I know that that experience made it unpleasant and ultimately it made me want to leave. So I don't want that for your customers. And I don't want you to be that salesy person who makes your customers say, I don't want to learn more about them. I don't want to learn more about their products or services. And I don't want to work with them. To be frank, the techniques that make customers uncomfortable are often simply poor sales skills. Selling is meant to be an act of service and enjoyed by both you and your customer. So when selling is done correctly, I promise you the process and the experience is usually pleasant. I think about when I bought a car. I was so excited about this new car, and the person that I worked with who sold me the car was such a joy and so pleasant to work with. They took the time to explain, hear my needs, and identify which car would be the best for what I was looking for. So let's go ahead and get to the 5 tips on how you can start selling and make it more enjoyable. So the first thing that you want to do in order to actually make your sales process enjoyable and not be so salesy is to connect first. When it comes down to it, selling is about a relationship. When you take the time to connect with someone before you share your offers or talk about your products and all the benefits, it shows that you're genuine about the customer that you're looking to serve, and they will be able to see right through that. Nothing feels worse than when it seems as if you are just trying to close a deal so that you can generate more money and get on to the next customer. The most important part of the sales process is the rapport building, and you don't want to skip over this. Some of my favorite ways to connect and build rapport with my clients are active listening and asking open-ended questions. Active listening requires you to give your clients your undivided attention and let them know that they have it. Now, with open-ended questions, those are the questions that don't necessarily require an answer that just consists of yes or no. These are types of questions that invite your clients to open up with you, which can ultimately build connection and encourage them to like and trust you. Now, the second way to not be so sleazy and be more effective when it comes to sales is to listen more than you speak. There's a reason why there are 2 ears and 1 mouth. Make sure you're listening to your potential clients more than you're speaking to them. If you focus on asking open-ended questions and then listening to their responses, you may often find that they talk themselves into why they need to work with you or purchase your products or services or your offering. Listening more is a powerful way to not only build rapport with clients, but it also helps them to see where you're coming from in a place of service. So not a place of only wanting to make a sale. You're taking time to listen, build a connection, build rapport, and that ultimately builds that trust factor. Are you looking to take your business to the next level or grow as an entrepreneur? I feel you, and I have a solution for you. After 12 years as an entrepreneur, there's one thing that has helped me receive massive business success, and that is masterminds. I have attended masterminds that have ran from $15,000 to $25,000 a year. But I decided to create one that is exclusively for women entrepreneurs and one that every woman can afford. For just $7, you can be a part of a high-level mastermind that helps you reach new heights in your business. Whether you're looking to start a business, start a podcast, overcome money blocks, improve your mindset, or authentically grow your social media, this is a place for you to come and get the support, guidance, and ultimately reach new heights. Misfit Masterminds has all the resources capable of helping you achieve any of your goals. Why wait for your dreams to fall into your lap when you can start by joining our Misfit Mastermind for just $7? All the details are in the show notes, and we hope to see you inside. The third way that you can go about effectively selling is to sell a transformation and not a product or service. No one cares about coaching, web design, or consulting services themselves. People care about what a service can do for them. When you're writing marketing materials or pitching service, ask yourself, why should my ideal customer care? The answer to that question will likely give you some guidance on how you can market to your clients. The fourth way that you can go about effectively selling is to speak about them, not you. At the end of the day, customers want to know how your product or service can affect them. That's more important to them than hearing about how it affected you. I want you to remember this really simple point when you're engaging conversations with potential clients, and be sure to keep the focus on them. Now, the fifth way for you to be effective in sales and not so salesy is to allow yourself to move on. If you take the time to build rapport with your potential clients and listen to them, you'll likely have a pretty good idea of whether someone is genuinely interested in what you have to offer. If the person isn't interested, it's okay to move on. You don't need to sell to everyone in order to be successful. When you allow yourself to move on from that relationship, often the person feels more comfortable and might even end up referring you to other people in the future. There you have it, corporate misfits. I want you to start taking this approach when it comes to sales. I want you to really think about building connections first, and then I want you to start listening more. Remember, there is a reason why you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So listen more than you speak. And also focus heavily on selling a transformation and not necessarily a product or a service. And speak about them, not you. And lastly, you want to allow yourself to move on. If you know that you have gone through the entire process and you have a better understanding on if it's the right fit for your audience, don't be afraid to move on. There you have it. My top 5 ways to help you sell without sounding so salesy. So if you implement these strategies, I am so confident that you can start selling in a way that feels good to both you and your customer. So get out there, start selling, and start using these techniques to help you be effective when it comes to sales. All right, corporate misfits, well, stay tuned because this upcoming Friday, we have our Friday feature where we sit down with female entrepreneurs who share how they left their 9-to-5 to start their own business. I can't wait to see you soon.
If you've enjoyed today's episode of the Corporate Misfit Podcast, we invite you to check out the Corporate Misfit Club. The Corporate Misfit Club is the essential resource for female entrepreneurs who are looking to start or grow a business they actually love. Whether you are a seasoned entrepreneur in your startup phase or simply thinking about taking the leap into entrepreneurship, We've got your back, girl. With our extensive course library, monthly training, exclusive members-only discount perks, and unlimited tools. We also have a supportive community of women where our members share stories, experiences, their wins, and business tips. The Corporate Misfit Club is the perfect place to be to start, launch, or grow a business. So check it out at corporatemisfitclub.com.